Ta-da! Hello, good evening, and welcome to Garblag Games. I am your host, the one and only me. I'm Ben, and tonight we're playing City of Mist with my special guest stars from all around the world, including, ta-da, Scotland. So, joining me tonight, I've got Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
Hello.
How are you, and who are you playing?
I'm playing Dr. Dahlia Best, aka the Mythos of the Fates. She has so many questions and got a lot of answers last week. So
She did indeed get quite a lot of answers. Also with us, back over our side of the pond, is Nye.
Hello, hi, I'm Nye. I play Nick. He's got no answers and no questions. He is just at the exact same point he has always been. That's not true. He did get some answers, but yeah, and he's like an alchemist.
He learned a whole extra drink as well.
Yeah. Jack Daniels. He thought it was a guy for a really long time. He's like, who's this Jack Daniels everyone keeps asking me for?
He does.
First you learn what a shot is, and then you learn what Jack Daniels is. You're on your way.
I know, yeah.
By the end of the season, you'll be like Tom Cruise in Cocktail. Back from beyond the bleak veil of life itself is Kawaifu. Hello.
Hi, Kawaifu. I'm playing Blair, the resident ferryman of souls. She's just there to blend in and kind of
back from beyond the
do what she needs to help the others out. Kawaifu. I'm playing.
And also pulling his head from out of his many books, it's Synthetic 20.
No. I am playing Oren Hartvin, the mild-mannered southern bookshop owner with a touch of the case of the hides.
An allergic reaction that makes you break out in extreme violence.
Yes, the very, very slow burn to me actually ending up as the big bad. You heard it here first.
Oh, is this one of those things where all the players are jostling for their own villain arc?
Oh, God.
I wouldn't have to jostle very hard.
Nick the villain. Haha! I've made the house prices so low. That's good, Nick. Shit! God damn it! Oh, I'm not getting this.
You got your villain arc in the last thing we played. Be content. Monster of the week. No.
It's like...
Alright, so City of Mist. And we begin with our opening monologue, which I'm going to take a rabid stab at today, although I'm going to cheat outrageously, and I'm going to use Nikki's notes. So there. And it begins by Liam showing up to Nick's bar where Dahlia was outrageously drunk and attempted to explain what was going on. And Liam decided, you know what would be a really good idea? Abusing power and privilege to find out the answer to this. Let's do that. Decides that he's going to just throw himself totally into the mix, going on a date with a person who runs the suspicious dating agency by having it set up through his connections as a mayoral candidate. In the meantime, Nick heads off to see his friend Dr. Ritchie in the morgue, who sends his people out for lunch early and points out that there have been more than one murder victim to Nick. Nick then decides that, hey, since we're compromising morality in this episode, why don't I send my friend out of the room and do horrible things with corpses? And by horrible things with corpses, I mean semi-raising them for a conversation. Which he did. Has a nice chat with the dead, inflicting fade on one of his themes. and had a nice conversation with the dead person. Dahlia, meanwhile, goes off to visit the mysterious matchmaker whose business card they found, and it turned out that they were kindred spirits after a fashion. The lady in question was Ishikama Ryuki, and she was a matchmaker who was also a rift of Nakodo, the goddess of matchmaking. And she revealed that not only was Dr. Best a rift of something related, possibly destiny connected, but also that she was supernatural and had superpowers, which confused Dr. Best a little, and then told her that she was going to go out with someone she knew as well, which she kept coming back to quite a few times. But also found out that the missing person they were looking for, Alice Bowen, had visited her but had not been able to secure a match because she wasn't ready for one. Liam, meanwhile, had his dinner date with Janelle Locke, the patroness of lockondating.com. Confidently, he flirted outrageously with her. She provided some information about who Alice Bowen had met with, and then they gathered back together at the bar to discuss what had gone on. Meanwhile, Blair had been venturing through the Deadlands looking for lost spirits to find that there were none who weren't in the places they were supposed to be. Everybody went on the journeys they were meant to be on. But also you hadn't encountered this girl's spirit. So either she's not dead or somehow her spirit has become trapped in the mortal world. Oren, meanwhile, was back in his bookshop doing some metaphysical research. You're going to have to remind me what that was on, because my memory doesn't stretch. Oh, hang on, I've got all the notes.
I don't think I have notes on what was
You
being
did
researched.
not.
Oh, it
have
was
notes of that.
undecided at this
Undecided.
point.
Ah, well.
So,
There you go. So Oren was going to do some research on undecided.
We'll find out when Oren gets back.
Yeah. And that brings us to where we are now. Again, Dr. Best has slept for the second night in the bar.
Not slept. I just stayed a little
Stayed
late
a little
to
late.
have a small conversation and then go home.
Okay.
I will sleep at home.
That's good, because you kind of need a shower.
That's rude. Okay?
You've been rained on, you've been up and down stairs, you've dealt with stressful situations.
It's fine. No, she would stay just for literally a drink, like she said. And she's like, Nick, can I talk to you for like a quick second?
Yeah, of course.
Auntie Rue said something really strange, and I don't know how to comprehend it.
Okay.
And when I brought it up, she's like, oh, I just say weird things sometimes. And I called her out, and she was lying. Like, she's just completely bullshitting me. But she said that I've already have a connection with someone, like a colleague or a friend. And we were talking about matchmaking, and I am very confused.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any technical colleagues with the profession. It's my business, so I don't have any people I work with. So I can't think it's a colleague. But like, what's your friend? Like, she won't tell me.
Okay, so what do I do? I
don't know.
Okay, I don't know either.
I'm confused, and I'm annoyed that I don't know.
That's fair. Connections are confusing. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know. Yeah. That stuff goes right over my head most days, so
Okay.
yeah. I mean, like, there's potions for that kind of stuff, but they're not very nice, and I don't like making them, so.
Are you talking about like forced connections, like a love potion?
Yeah, I read about them. They're pretty bad. Like, bad people use them, so I don't like them much. Yeah.
Can you make an anti-love potion?
Yeah, they're pretty easy to make. Although, Yeah, they're pretty final though. Like, you drink one of those babies, and you're not even gonna want to be in the same like country as that person. Like,
Oh, that's
they're
extreme.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, maybe
yeah.
not that then.
Yeah, no, yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's unfortunately, for whatever reasons, the great alchemists are pretty like, on one end of the like it's one or the other. Like, when they talk about like turning lead to gold, that's literally all they know how to do. Like, if you try and go, can I just have like some copper? They're just like, no idea to do that. And it's like with love, you can either be madly devoted or hate their guts, but there's not like just be on a platonic friends level. For whatever reason, they make a friendship potion.
Maybe that's something you should work on, is making up a platonic friendship potion.
I think that would be a good thing to do. I think people need more platonic friendships in the world.
I'm loving the idea that as an alchemist, you stood there quite happily discussing the concept of platonic ideals, which the alchemists were all about, but only in the context of friendships.
I only know Full Metal Alchemist for alchemy stuff. So it's all out the window past that.
It all dates back to the same gobbledygook.
Yeah, it's all Benjamin Franklin was.
I do love the idea of all or nothing alchemy, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I quite like that point where alchemy and chemistry kind of went their separate ways, was when that one guy decided that turning his pee into gold was a good shout.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
and it failed horribly, but instead he made even more money by discovering phosphorus. And he went, fine, I'm not an alchemist, I'm just a chemist. Was there anything either of you wanted to get in touch with Oren to look into, or maybe ask Blair to go on a quick search for? Like, I don't know, things that drain all the blood out of things.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. Nick learns that. Good call, God, for telling me that. Thank you. Yeah. So it's probably a vampire. I don't know. How many other things suck blood from other things? I guess leeches and mosquitoes.
But there were no puncture wounds.
That's true.
Lawyers.
No, they just like money. I tried giving blood to a lawyer once. They were like, "Oh no, just pay me," and I was like, "I'm sorry." Yeah.
By the jar, clunk.
Yeah. That was yeah. I swear it's mostly mine. Anyway, so yeah, I think if we were we need brains, and Oren, they are the smartest brain that Nick knows. Apologies, Dahlia. You are the second smartest brain. Again, alchemists, we only deal in... There is no balance. This is all bullshit, I know. Anyway, I don't know. It's
just what Nick's version of alchemy is. It's all extreme.
It's a combination of Full Metal Alchemist and Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove. That's his complete understanding.
Wow, he gave up medical school for the Emperor's New Groove and Full Metal Alchemist.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Maybe ask Oren to look up things that drain blood without puncture wounds. Also, how alchemy actually works.
That's probably quite true. Yeah, alchemy. Yeah, that's very true.
They probably have alchemy for dummies.
Nye is saying this. I guarantee you that is a For Dummies book is alchemy. If not, someone needs to get on that because you will make bank. Anyway, so Nick will take his phone out and just okay, wait, should I call or text Oren? What's the more polite thing to do? I feel like a call is more polite. Or is that inconvenient?
I think Oren's more of a texter.
Oh, okay. Hey, Oren. I don't have a phone. Wait, do I have a phone on me that I could... No, I'm not going to get the prop. I have a prop phone. Anyway. Yeah, hey, Oren. Just not to worry you, but do you know what kind of creatures can remove all the blood out of a body without making puncture wounds? It is in relation to the missing persons Also, how are you? I hope your day has been going well. My day was not the greatest, but it was also not the worst. I'm with Dahlia, and we're talking about kind of complicated feelings about, how we interpret our own friendship and other people's friendships. And I'm a little bit worried that I don't know how to best react to that because I'm scared I'm going to give Dahlia bad advice. And I think I don't understand alchemy very well. Oh gosh, this text is getting really long. I'm going to stop here right now. But I hope your day goes well. Send.
You just like it gets broken up into like 3 separate texts.
Yeah, that's what I was
The good
thinking.
news is that did give me enough time to check, and while there isn't an alchemy for dummies, there is the complete idiot's guide to alchemy.
Yes.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that I would have a +2 on searching for an answer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're in your library with all of your books.
Just see, like, after that whole like 3-4 post text that Orange's answer is yes.
Okay. That would be a 10.
Excellent. And that's a investigate, or yes, I guess that's investigate. So on a 10 for an investigate, you are able to get 3 clues. No, you don't. You get a clue. My bad. I'm looking at that and saying 3 clues. No, it's 7 to 9. You actually get a danger thing, but you didn't get a danger thing. You got a totally safe thing. So you generate a clue. And, you've got some weird stuff on those back shelves, it turns out. Not a section that you necessarily go into very often. And, you get past the vampires and the leeches and the mosquitoes stuff. And eventually you come to old, scary books about blood magic rather than blood drinking. And it does look like there could certainly be magic that could manipulate blood without it having to be drained through a puncture wound. Almost like with bruising. Breaks the blood vessel and seeps out into the skin, you could potentially remove it through the skin as well. It's dark magic. Nasty stuff.
So I'm guessing that it's going to be something along the lines of the 4 humors from old magic.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
there's a lot of 4 humors stuff in the book that you've got. That's how far back it dates.
Well, then I will text back. I'll skip talking about the more gross aspects, but it seems as if we're looking for someone that is performing some kind of ritual magic.
You just see Nick make a face like,
And 100% Orin is not going to address anything about the relationship that all of the just glance entirely over that straight
Nick's
to
just
talking
sitting there
about
like,
the spooky stuff.
I don't know how to give advice on anything to do with relationship. I don't know how to answer Dahlia's question.
Oren's like, I don't either. I'm not gonna say anything.
Help me out here. Help me out here. Help me.
And then they'll say, I'll be over in a minute.
Oh, okay. Oren's coming round. I should probably text Blair as well then. Okay, wait. Let me get Blair's number. Okay. Hey, Blair. We're all meeting up at the bar. Oh, geez. Wait, you might be driving. Don't answer this. For the love that is all that is holy. Don't. It's dangerous. Also, I feel like I want to talk about stuff because I'm a little bit worried about things, and I'm a little bit worried. But I've just said worried twice. Oh, geez. I'm doing it again. This is a long text. Okay. Meet us at the bar when you are available. We're doing the missing persons case today. Cat face emoji send.
This is the worst version of sending ever.
Blair's like driving, and she has to like stop. She has to like stop. She pulls out her flip phone and just reads and answers with K.
I'm totally going to be using emojis in all of my divine guidances in games from now on.
Are we pretending this, or is this the same night, or are we saying it's the next morning?
Yeah, this is kind of your next morning after Oren's had a chance to do a bit of research. So it's your morning
Fantastic.
message is that one. So Dahlia's had a chance to go home, change clothes, have a shower.
Oh my god, I love the idea that there was a red on the message from Nick until the next morning, and then Oren sent the message back.
That's totally fine.
Well, you know, it's a big old bookshop, especially when you get back into that L space at the back there.
Nick's definitely the person that sends you messages at like 3 a.m. Like, Nick, oh my god, no. Go to sleep.
Blair was still probably awake and driving.
Yeah.
Is there anything Blair wants to have been doing in the night or the previous day? Do you want to make a check to see if you spot anything whilst zooming around looking for misplaced spirits or anything like that?
Oh, what would I want to be looking for? What would I want to use if I was looking for misplaced spirits? If I was in the I was looking for the misplaced. I would probably, I don't know, know where people are destined to be.
Yeah.
Probably my better bet. Because I thought about, do the dead deserve another chance? But I think knowing where people are destined to be seems a bit more the way to go. Besides collecting lost souls.
Mm-hmm. So that's at least a +1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that would be the. Yeah, that would be the best. I think just the +1 as far as that. So that will give me. 13.
Yikes. Well, on a 13, well, 10 is a strong hit that gives you benefits. That's kind of the highest it really goes, but I think we can argue that a 13 gives you a little something extra. And so you are steaming around, dropping in and out. Every time you kind of run up across some traffic, it's like, underworld shortcut. Bamf, bamf, bamf. Doing your taxi thing. And someone kind of looms out of the rain and flags you down. Because you're jumping back and forth so much, you would almost have missed them. They're not in the real world. They're in the underworld with you. Thin and very pale girl. Deep sunken eyes. Waving to you.
Okay. I will stop and let her in.
And she gets in it, and this is definitely a lost soul.
Mm-hmm.
You can see just by looking at her, she's dead and has been for a while, but she seems very confused. Can you take me home?
Certainly.
It's very cold. Can you turn the heater on?
Of course. So, turn the heater on. It's one of those heaters that kind of a little loud and obnoxious for a little bit before it starts actually starting to warm up. As we start heading towards driving off, I'll ask her where we're headed for an address.
Just home. I don't remember the address. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to have a twin?
Sometimes.
I saw a girl with my face.
Recently?
I don't know. What day is it?
I'm not sure myself, but it blends in.
It does. I feel like I've been walking all night, but it's not stopped being night.
She does not have the heart to tell her.
Wait, it's down here,
Okay.
on the hill.
She'll head towards where the girl is pointing out.
Can you walk me to my door?
Sure.
Thanks. She's kind of staggering out of the cab.
Yeah, and
And
Blair will get out.
into a
kinda help her.
park.
Hmm.
She staggers into the park and she walks over to a copse of trees. And she says, "There we go. Now I'm home." Sits down at the base of one of the trees. Kind of starts to do that translucent thing that spirits do when they're losing their ability to hold themselves together. My own face. And then she kind of sinks into the ground.
Don't like that. She'll kind of wait a bit and wait for her to kind of fully disappear before kind of getting back in her cab and heading back into the real world.
You feel
As it
her
were.
pass once she sinks
Mhm.
fully into the ground.
Okay. I'll as I get in and get to the real world, I'll text Nick. She'll be picked up a passenger. She said that somebody had her face. Seemed like she'd been gone a while.
Nick
Kind of
sends
the
yeah.
emoji.
Nick sends a scared face emoji and then says, "Oh, that's really terrifying. I kind of wish you hadn't told me this at 2:00 in the morning. Now I'm not going to go to sleep. But that's fine. That's probably related to whatever Oren's researching. So yeah, let's just take a rain check for tomorrow, and we'll all discuss this. I guess that might be related to the blood loss? Question mark, apostrophe. Wait, no, exclamation mark. That's what he wanted, but you'll still put the apostrophe in there. Send.
Has Nick got one of those phones where you have to press the key multiple times?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably uses
Dahlia's been
text.
trying to get them all to upgrade their phones, and nobody's nobody's
Yeah.
listening.
I can't afford the new whatever they're called.
She
iPhone.
offers to buy you one.
Yeah, but Blair still got like one of those, like if you remember, like the chocolate flip
Oh
phone.
yeah,
She's got like one of
yeah.
those.
I think Oren would have an up-to-date phone, but they would probably keep it in like a power-saving mode where it can really only be used as a phone and something to text, like nothing else.
I legitimately thought you were gonna say they keep it in a pouch, and I was gonna be like, that is the best thing I've ever heard. Like, just pulls out a drawstring pouch and pulls the phone out. Like, okay, I'm good to go. Why do you keep it in a? You know what? The mystery is more exciting than the answer.
So the following morning, Blair rolls up at Nick's bar with a little tray of coffees and a bag full of egg flatbreads. You can't remember which one's got the chili sauce, but I'm sure whoever gets it will work it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should send a text message to Dahlia to know that we're meeting up at the bar today. Okay. Hey, Dahlia, we're meeting up today to talk about the missing persons again. I have helped get research. And no, that's a lie. I mostly just messaged people and they did the hard work. You should definitely hear their conclusions that they've come to. Also, apologies for the flaky answer yesterday. I'm not super great with any kind of relationship. So that's definitely a Liam question. Although I feel like he's going to also give an answer that's not super helpful. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I've got a judgmental perspective on things. I don't know. Also, egg. Oh, flat. I love this. Thank you, Blair. Oh, shit. The text to speech is still going. Okay, never mind. Send.
She'll just text back, be there after this appointment.
Cat emoji. I don't even know what type of cat emoji. Just a cat of any type.
I
Doesn't
think
matter,
it's just
does
a
it really?
face palm emoji with.
So you all kind of meet up again. I love that you've got Nick's bar to go to at any old time of the day and night, and yet whenever you get there always seems to be at least two old men in there. Either arguing about a baseball game that happened in the 1960s or shouting about politics.
But politics of the 1960s,
Yeah.
and it has no bearing. Yeah.
That tracks.
I'm telling you, Nixon could still win this. He's dead, Jim. What? Died. Oh. What about Woodrow Wilson? Yeah, he's also not here. Oh.
What up?
Hey,
Hello.
Mitch, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I need to get ready. Wait, I gotta get a text message ready for Liam. Oh boy, these are always hard to come up with. Hey Liam, we're all meeting up at the bar to discuss the missing persons.
Oh my god.
Also, I think that I'm a bit worried about everyone because they are very worried about this case, and I don't know how to give them the emotional support that I feel a friend needs to give. Also, I think I had a nightmare about someone stealing my face. I've not really discussed it with anyone else yet, but I feel like you're the one person that can really divulge this secret to. Oh shit, I'm still using text to speech, and Blair is staring at me like really heavily. Okay, I'm gonna just send this now. Bye. Send. Cat emoji.
Yeah, I feel like we we go to a scene of like the secretary going into like Liam's office, like, hello, sir. You have a text message. I have printed it out for you.
Because I had to, because it's on 4 pages.
Yeah, it's on 4 pages, and I did my best to try to clarify some things.
I like to imagine the secretary text back like, Liam doesn't read these straight off. Like, the
the secretary is like, can you clarify this? This is
What do you mean by losing your face?
yeah, like
it's like that film with Nicolas Cage. Adaptation. Con Air,
we
yeah,
say,
adaptation.
look, that's our one. If we say his name 3 times, he will appear.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's one, so
I
everyone
might try and
keep
buy
note.
another castle.
Oh god.
Okay, so Oren, you arrive to this scene of just unspeakable chaos in the bar. Old men arguing about 1960s politics. You've got your big book of blood magic. Blair's got a bag full of egg rolls and one in her mouth already.
Eating and drinking coffee at the same time.
I think just because it feels right, I probably am not talking to them right now about the other things that I was researching during the previous day. Want to keep things on the front burner, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'd have a rather large tome talking about the 4 alchemical humors and magics that are thought to be used with them.
Oren, you're talking about someone losing all the blood in their body. This is not a laughing matter.
Oh boy.
Nick
really
says
is
that
the worst
completely
alchemist.
straight face. That's not even a pun. He genuinely believes you're talking about comedy.
I thought a day away would be enough, but I might have to take another break after this.
Breaks are important. Do you want a drink?
Yes, please.
Okay. I mean, it says 9 o'clock in the morning, but I don't know what the laws are for drinking times, so I'll just give you alcohol.
You know what? Jameson's good anytime if you got any.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just. Oren goes around back to pour their own glass.
Yeah. Watch out for the rat traps. They're setting traps now in the back ever since, the
you
negotiations
really do have
failed.
a calm, cool, and collected head about you with it when it comes to this business, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I tried to make like a brain boosting potion. They got into that, and now they're kind of, I'm trying to negotiate with them for the past week to stop taking all my seeds, my sunflower seeds. So,
Well, I hope that goes better.
it's just a rat with like a tiny shotgun.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry, that got too weird.
In our bleak noir city darkness reigning gothic mystery world, you've all kind of gathered back together again after yesterday's weirdness to encounter a little more weirdness, it would seem. I will throw it over to you guys. Where do you want to start?
So,
Well,
no, never mind. No, you go on.
as far as the info dump goes on what Oren would know, talking about basically the concept of the humors is when one is out of balance, something goes out of whack. So by purposefully putting something out of balance, you would create some sort of power. And that's the basic concept. Draining all of the blood from someone's body, that would create a large amount of power because it would be putting one of the humors entirely out of balance.
I can say, as an ex-doctor, if you remove all the blood from someone's body, they will suffer symptoms that are not ideal for their continued existence.
I think
That
the
is
term you're looking
probably
for is
correct.
death.
Death is one of those symptoms, yes.
Yes.
But, Oren has a very good point. The sanguine humour of blood is associated with a number of conditions, but also a range of different kinds of magics and powers and abilities, tendencies, behaviours. There's lots of stuff going on with blood. It transcends just vampires drink it to stay alive. You've got just so many stories and myths and legends about the power of blood. And this is just like a bumper colouring book of blood-based fun.
Could be talking about control changing into the person, any number of different mystical properties that could be done using blood.
Well, I did get a spare. Girl was talking about someone taken her face, so to speak. So
She used that phrase, taking her face, specifically.
more of a. She said, ask if there were something about twins, and somebody had their face.
Okay,
I saw
that
the girl with my face.
Yeah, so
that would probably trip the trigger to go searching in the tome for specific things relating to that.
Blair, what did the girl look like?
What did they look like then?
She was in her 20s, very pale, quite skinny. She's wearing going out for the night clothes, but going out for like a party night or a date night kind of thing.
When this person's described to Nick, does it remind him of any of the people he saw at the morgue?
It doesn't, no.
Oh, that's really
Same age
not...
range,
Jeez.
certainly.
Oh gosh, this person's killing a lot of
And
innocent
physique,
people. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, bad person.
But not any of the people who you've seen. Also, Blair, the fact that they went to that place that was home and stopped and got out there kind of suggests that there's something there tethering them.
They wanted to go home, but it was at a park, more by a tree than any building.
Can I possibly start looking on the news about deaths in the park of people in that age range?
It's not the safest park in the city. There is a fair degree of violence and unpleasantness that goes on there. Not so much with the killings. There's nobody who's been reported missing in that area. And there have been no murders there that have showed up on police records.
Have there been any mentions of any other type of death? Like, it could have been framed as not murder, but like as self-inflicted or drug overdose or something like that.
Could you make an investigate roll?
Sure. Can I get asking questions?
Yes, you can.
And gut feeling?
Yeah? Okay.
And do you want me to make any rolls about the specific, now that I know the face-taking part?
Do you want to make any rolls? Be a better question.
Sure.
I got a 12.
You got a 12?
Yeah.
I have found the thing that explains what happens with 12s. If you've taken the upgrade to your character that lets a move be dynamite, 12 gets you an extraordinary success and special benefits. But that's post-upgrade.
I don't know how to level up in this game, so...
No, nobody has, because I haven't done that yet. But I might do it next session so that we can investigate that process. However, yes, you do find something, and it's through your hunches side of things more than anything else. It's a missing persons case that's connected to your acquaintance, the detective Elisa Santiago, who has been investigating a missing persons case, and they did go through that park looking for a woman by the name of Donna Hooper. And when you call up an image of her, she's a slim 20-something woman with the physique that you've come to know better than you wish you did.
Do I hear another little twang in my head?
You do indeed.
God damn it. She like winces when she looks at the picture for a second. And then now that she knows what the tapestry is a little bit, she tries to pull it up just to like verify again the same image and see that 5 of the 6 are now cut.
Okay. Let's have a roll on your mythos then. What tags have you got on your fate mythos?
I can use reading the tapestry and...
You are literally reading the tapestry.
Yep. I could possibly use Truly Wants to Do Good?
Don't think
Or
so.
Eidetic Memory?
Nope, because this is new information. But you'll remember it afterwards.
8.
An 8. It causes you some strain, pulling the image up. And it forges a new string. You're focusing so hard on trying to call up the image again that what actually happens is you create a bond between yourself and Detective Santiago. But in so doing, you lock onto the fact that there are now 7 strings and they're all broken. Wait, hang on. One of them isn't broken yet. Let me do my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. There are 6 strings.
Mm-hmm.
A 7th string that is forming coming off of the detective that wasn't there last night.
Not including mine.
Not yours, no. In fact, you get the feeling that that one might be Alice Boland's string. And it trails off towards the river, that one.
Oh, okay. Fuck. I think we, okay. I saw the picture. Is this what she looked like, Blair? I hold up the camera.
That is indeed her.
Yeah, that's...
Albeit she looks slightly worse for wear.
Donna Hooper went missing. Detective Santiago, the one that we met at the house, the apartment. I just tried to pull up the tapestry to look at it. And there's another string now. There's 5 that are shattered. One's still there and one's leading to the river. And I may have accidentally connected a string to myself in this detective. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think that's bad, probably, but I don't know. I'll have to ask later. But there's a string going towards the river. We should probably go towards the river.
Yeah. If it isn't cut yet, that would mean time is of the essence.
Also, the string, I get a twang noise in my head when it's confirmed someone's dead. I got 3 yesterday. Was that when you went to the morgue? Around X insert time here.
What's it?
Yeah, in fact, it was almost exactly the time that you went into the freezer room.
Yeah, that corroborates with what happened yesterday.
That makes sense. So this doesn't necessarily mean she's alive, but it hasn't been confirmed. So there's a chance.
We'll make sure. We'll find her. Don't worry. Before we go, can Nick make an investigation roll for mages in the city and work out which ones would be okay with blood magic and which ones are like, nah man, I stopped doing that years ago. I do have here's all the rumors. I feel like that'd be an okay plus.
I think so. I think it would come more off of your mythos than your logos, because you're trying to get in touch with the supernatural side of things more.
Oh, well, I'm fucked now. I guess I'm just rolling straight. I don't really... wait, does my weakness tag help me? Most wanted?
No, it doesn't, but it might come into play. That's actually count against you.
Oh,
because poking for information might raise attention.
Because I don't know all the people that want to... Yeah, okay, so I got -1. Let's...
Fun times.
Do this. Let me... Night. Yay, I failed. I got a 3.
Okay, so you put some feelers out, probably by very, very long text messages.
I'm sure they appreciate that. Hey, scary Jeffrey, do you do blood magic perchance? I know you do all that weird stuff with the goats, and I'm not judging. I'm just asking because it feels like that's in your wheelhouse. Oh man, yeah. Okay. Bye.
There's a little bit of a power surge by the time you're typing out your third message to one of the mages, and your phone literally bursts into flames.
Oh.
Oh no, you have to get a new phone that's actually better than that one.
Well, that's one way to get him to stop.
Oh.
Mitch!
What up?
That Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, sweet.
Your secretary presents you with a little portfolio of evidence. She says, this came through the post for you. I gotta say, boss, are you sure that with the election coming up, you want to be looking into the dating habits of 20-year-olds?
I think if individuals, or if there is a stalker, a hunter in the streets, it would be pretty advantageous for myself if we discovered who this was and brought them to justice.
Okay, just remember, the more people know about this, the more people can find out about this, and you don't want the other guy knowing, yeah?
We'll see. I have confidence everything will work out.
So what you've got is the dating profile history of Alice Bowen and Amelia King. Alice Bowen dated a girl by the name of Phoebe Reed, a gentleman by the name of William Cable, and both Alice Bowen and Amelia King dated someone called Sammy Haddad.
Sammy Haddad.
Yes. Amelia King also dated Raina Payne.
Raina Payne?
Yes. And it looks as well like both of them were in the early stages of a chat but had not arranged the specific meetup over the system with another person on the nights they disappeared.
Any information on that other person?
It's either someone they were already seeing or someone that they hadn't swiped left on or swiped right on, whichever one means you confirm.
Swipe up is your top, swipe down is your bottom.
There you go. I'm sorry,
All right.
I'm such a player. I have never had to do phone dating.
No, it's
Right,
cool.
it's right is interested, left is no thank you.
Because the left-hand side is...
Is that why I get no matches? I'm just going up or down. Like, I'm like,
I mean, it depends on the dating site, I guess, but all the ones I've been on.
I love that. Mitch is just like, okay, yeah, no, I'm liking this. Yeah, I'm flipping them
yeah.
all up.
yeah, like
Is it swiping up, closing the app?
yeah, uppies. All right, Secretary friend, why don't you go ahead and put in my appointment? I will do a physical interview concerning each of these individuals. So try to work it in my schedule for today. I also need to check up on some individuals. One of them sent me a very awkward text. You know who it was. You came in earlier.
The bartending doctor friend.
Yes. Let's just say bartending doctor. I don't think you have to add the friend at the end. Let's keep it professional.
Right, yeah, boss.
Yeah.
And I have an email from Janelle Locke as well.
Okay.
She's arranging a meet tonight for cocktails at Golden Gate Hotel.
Golden Gate Hotel, and this is in reference to the.
It's a party by the looks of things. There's maybe a dozen people going. Looks like quite a good one. People to pay attention to.
All right. Did she mention anything about this woman that she was curious would be a good match for?
I kind of get the feeling that that's where the meet is supposed to take place from the way she worded things. She does discretion well.
She's a fascinating woman. So, all right, thank you. Why don't you go take a lunch after you do your scheduling duties? Call the car out front. I'm gonna be heading downstairs.
You're the boss.
I'd say my lunch at 10 a.m. Boss says. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go downstairs and wait for my vehicle.
So one of the staff drivers brings the car around.
Dahlia is judging people for some reason. She just feels like she needs to judge right now. Something is happening in the universe, and she's just like,
A strong feeling of judgmentalness.
Dahlia, are you okay? You're looking at those egg rolls like they just betrayed you.
I just had a really bad taste in my mouth. Not the egg rolls. Egg rolls are delicious. Thank you for bringing them. I don't know why. It's just I feel like someone's being an asshole.
Oh, well, in this way, that doesn't narrow it down, unfortunately.
All right, so your driver pulls up for Liam, and where to then, Chief?
Yeah, let's say it's a Fiat Scorpion, like one of those supercharged ones with kind of a red and orange look to it.
Cars, yeah.
It's got
manual,
4 wheels and then an extra one on the inside.
How many ponies under that hood?
Oh, like at least 3.5 in a donkey
That's a lot,
somewhere.
I think.
Yeah, he'll press his hands on the stick shift and kind of tear out into the road, bleeding past people as he heads over to where his
then.
dear bartender friend is.
Cockeyed Griffin. That's what everyone calls it.
I think
Liam's
everyone
sending
calls
mixed
it Nick's
signals.
bar.
Yeah, definitely.
To the secretary, don't say friend. Out loud to himself, say friend. Mixed signals.
All right, so you roll up outside the bar. It looks like there's a couple of the others already in there. By the time you get inside, yeah, they're all there. Hey, guys.
So wait, Oren, you need to repeat this again. So I can use alchemy to change things into other things.
No.
Not already know that.
That is the basic concept, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now that makes sense. I was wondering how all of my, jewelry keeps turning into, lead jewelry, which looks pretty cool, but I think it's very poisonous, so I've been not wearing it.
Let's put it like this. If
Yeah.
if you were to take a glass
Okay.
and you put some ice in there, and then after you get done, you go ahead and put a little bit of whiskey in it and a little bit of Coca-Cola in there. That's how you get a whiskey Coke, by combining different things.
That meme, yeah.
He's just taking notes now.
Oh man, yeah, this is why you're the brains of the organization, and Dahlia is the second brains. You're both the brains. You're two brains.
That's not as big of a compliment as you think it is, Nick.
Sorry, I'm not good with compliments or insults.
And
or
It's fine, I
words.
guess.
Dahlia is quite intelligent in her own right. We just have different specialties.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, it's Liam. Hi, Liam.
Hello. How
Hi,
are
friend
things?
Liam.
Speaking of specialties,
Anything special?
I have a few meetings today with some of the individuals associated with the victim. Do you want to join me?
We should probably do that. Yes. We need to go to the river though first.
4?
I found out more about my mythos yesterday, I guess. That there's a string that leads that way.
And you think this is related to your friend who's gone missing?
It's related to somebody who's also been involved, at least if it's not her.
If you think this is a good use of your time, then sure. Stop by the river. Is there a specific place or just the river?
As of the
I
moment, it's
believe
leading
we
towards
might
the
be
river.
able to get some help from Blair on that end.
You might know. You might be able
You
to
are
check.
good at knowing where people are going to be.
As Liam turns around, Dahlia's like this and then puts her hands down when he turns back.
Good Frankenstein impression. Like the
Yeah, sure. Okay.
It is a habit of knowing where people are supposed to be.
All right, let's get on with it. I got a pretty full day, so let's do it.
That's the piano, by the way, guys. Just ignore that. Yeah. Yeah.
Just yelling at the person. Stop playing the piano.
Terry, you cannot play the piano. You've never been able to play the piano. You did not take part in a VSO tour.
Soon.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I need a book to
Ruined
be
that.
written about these people in the background of the bar. Like, what the hell?
I mean, that covers pretty much every backup character I force onto Ben as a GM. The elephant is the top, but anyway. Yeah, so...
What is the plan? Dahlia wants to go down to the river with Blair driving. Is
Probably.
everybody going, or is this split up and do separate missions moment?
I think that depends on our string person.
I don't care who goes.
Oh, can I come? Because I this business doesn't do much anyway. So,
That's a good point, actually. Blair, you will have noticed that Nick's soul is marked with one of the death marks of the underworld. Like he's dipped into the river Styx.
Just like trying to it's like when someone has something on their face, like you're trying to do the best.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Just like one hand, like he dipped his hand into the river Styx up to about there, like he's put his hand into ink. And to you, it looks like he's got this one inky black hand. Nobody else seems to be paying it any notice.
Hey Blair, there's one egg roll left. Do you want to?
I'll pass. You can have it if you want.
Oh, thank you.
If
like
Nick's
it.
going to be there, I might as well be there to make sure he doesn't break anything.
That was only 8 times yesterday.
All right, so
Are you joining us, Liam, or are you too good to go to the river?
I am too good, but I will go if it means I get to support. Yep.
Yourself?
No, this doesn't help me in any way. I have better things to do, but
Just think of it as
Party if you
being
want, Liam, if that'll help.
getting in touch with one of your local supporters.
none of my local supporters are involved in the river or near it. So
Oh, I was
Oh,
going
that
back
attitude.
to Oren was a campaign contributor.
Yep. No, I'm definitely here for you. So yep, let's do it.
All right. I think
Sorry,
Oh, that's how you
I-
control Liam? You just pay for
I
shit?
started a babysitting business. That's all their background noises, guys.
Getting the right people into power is important.
You say right. I think that's the wrong word for this. But noted.
As Blair's just like, like dead on, just going straight to the cab and waiting for everybody.
Shotgun. Wait,
And Oren's just like under their breath. You haven't met the other guy.
Is this
It's worse than this?
I'll leave the shotgun.
All right, so we get into Blair's cab, bickering like a small group of children on the way, and we drive through the rain-slick streets of the City of Mist, with Dr. Best occasionally calling out directions to head in, because you're trying to follow the streets and she's trying to follow this thread.
Probably,
No, more left.
Probably driving the car through things that shouldn't be driven through to follow the strings.
Yeah, moments of abject horror as you bear down on a shopping mall and then pop out the other side of the shopping mall without having passed through the intervening space.
How the hell did you do that?
I don't want to be shotgun anymore, guys. I don't want to be shotgun anymore. It's scary up at the front.
It's a shortcut.
Yeah, up at the front you're getting these flashes of like Deadlands stuff on either side and rivers of blood and ink flowing past.
Are any of the dead things staring at Nick?
All of them.
Oh, I think I saw my gran, but she's not dead yet. I don't like this.
The trail of the string leads you, and as you're following it, you can sense that another string is also kind of meeting you. Your string to the detective is moving to run parallel, and as you pull up outside the carnival, sort of fun fair on the side of the river, you can see Detective Santiago stood at the front entrance to the carnival, which is shut. It's the middle of the day.
No.
Why is the detective here?
There's a chain across it, and she's speaking in a heated way with a teenager, nothing more than a teenager really, who's in the ticket booth, total look of disinterest, trying to be on his phone, and this crazy lady with a badge is shouting at him. So he's like torn between shrinking away and trying to be cool and ignore her.
Oh shit, it's the fuzz.
Can we take another shortcut past this part?
And the thread is leading directly inside from this point.
I don't want to try any more physical objects.
We could. It'd just be a bit awkward parking.
Well, if
I
you've
don't
got
know.
the thread anyway, you could always use it.
Wait, what if...
And this is a detective?
Use it how? Like,
What if I
don't I have to
turn
walk
this all
to
into
her?
mice, and we could sneak in that way?
If it's a detective, I'm gonna go approach this guy. I mean,
No, well, first it's a lady. Second, she's dealt with Dahlia already. But it might look suspicious, as
We
Dahlia is
all
explaining,
rock up.
that we are fucking at the carnival.
yeah, I'll go. I'll talk to her. I mean, she and I need to get to know each other anyway. So
Do you know?
Is there a way someone could scale wall to this place?
Oh yeah,
she'll
I
be
mean,
working for
it's
me
a
eventually.
chain link fence. Parts of it have been replaced by sort of a high white picket fence, but most of it is just chain link. And then inside you've got the dodgems and the Ferris wheel and all the rides, Tunnel of Love, the roller coaster. All the stalls are shut and boarded up. There's a couple of people sort of milling around with spiky sticks, spiking litter off the floor and putting it into a bag.
Right.
Not spears.
I thought they were security. I was about to say, wow, they take security serious here. They got halberds.
No, litter pickers. Like
Halberds
security.
would be taking security seriously?
Yeah. Well, you don't want to fuck with someone that carries a halberd in this day and age.
Apparently, this carnival is now guarded by the Swiss Guard.
Yeah.
At least the outfits would be fabulous. All right, so Liam, you approach the detective, and as you get closer, she is leaning into this kid's space, shouting, "I do not give a good goddamn what you think. I am on an active investigation and I need to speak to your boss now."
As Blair just walks in and past.
Of course, Blair, can you do a sneak around roll for me then? And you can, of course, use your...
Yeah, I'll use my...
You didn't see me. All right. Power.
My... what was it again? The... Nobody questions why I'm here. And would I also be able to use knows every street and alley in this aspect as well?
Not at this point, because you're leaving the area of streets and alleys. The
Okay.
carnival is
So
like
just-
a discrete location.
Okay. Okay, so mostly just the nobody questions why I'm here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $11?
Yeah, you head straight past. No problem.
Would I actually be able to join Blair? I've got the personality. I've got blend into a crowd.
There isn't really a crowd. If you came back
that's
later
fair.
in the day when it was open, you'd be able to
That's fair.
walk in no problem. But at the minute, it's the unobtrusive nature of Blair that is really helping her out here.
Understood.
But yeah, Mitch, you approach the detective.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is my turf. If she needs help, I'm going to poke my tag of push for what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And let's add in a little bit of the void into it. So I'm going to also poke Call of the Void tag to start just bringing into his mind this individual who isn't who's standing as a barrier to the detective's aims and my aims. That maybe giving the info would be a fun way to create a little bit of danger, self-sabotage, as well as self-destruction, which I think is what all humanity eventually desires.
Okay, so what are you doing? Are we changing the game?
No,
Convince.
it's
a convince,
convince, there
isn't
you
it, that
go.
you're trying. Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Do what I want.
I'm going to give you an additional +2 on it, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Aww.
So yeah, you're doing it at a +4.
So 10. Let's see. No, actually 7. So 11.
Okay, so as you start to thread a little bit of the void into what you're doing, you feel it surge through you. And it kind of blasts into this kid. And where you were aiming for sort of a subtle, go on, I dare you kind of vibe, it kind of comes out of you more as a jump kind of vibe. And the kid kind of just sort of snaps and says, okay, he's inside. Check the caravan. Go for it. Go crazy. Whatever. And I'm going to hit you with a tag, Mitch. Fascinated by the carnival.
Oh, all right. Fascinated by the carnival.
Yeah.
We're gonna put that.
Something here just turbocharged.
Yeah, I'm. This might be a wonderful place of power. Maybe, and like his initial thoughts are, I could purchase this land, destroy everything here, and put a nice building. Maybe the office of the new mayor's mansion would be perfect here. And he'll just kind of extend his hand over to the detective. It's a pleasure to meet you. In person, I've read about you, but this will be the first time, I believe, that we've actually engaged in conversation.
Sir? Thanks. I had that handled, but I appreciate the assist.
Liam Daggeron, future mayor.
Well, you just got my vote.
That's good. We need more people like you, I believe. And to be honest, I'm not completely satisfied with the current chief of police. So I think between you and I think it's time for us to shake up the system and to make things a little bit better.
Whoa. Hi? Yeah? Thank you. I think.
You're welcome.
Is there something I could do for you here?
No, let's continue our investigation. Please, after you.
Is this a test?
No, it is not a test at all.
Are you... Sorry, sir, I didn't get any notification of a ride-along today.
It's okay.
All right. Could you try and convince her, please?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you know how much the chief of police gets paid? Yes, I do. Shit. Well, you'll get that if I win.
You want money?
I love the idea. Like, I'm sure she's a very hardworking, upstanding citizen, but I also love the idea, like, it's a police officer, like, is dirty and, like, deals in drugs or, like, in firearms and stuff. And Mitch is like, look, I need to get in here. I'll make you chief of police. What could go wrong? It's fine.
Yeah, that's...
And crime has skyrocketed.
Hey, I mean, I'll just blame it on the previous administration, right?
Exactly.
It's obviously I was given this bucket of a mess, and now I have to clean it up. All right. Oh man. I'm not good at convincing people normally. I mean, push for what I want.
Wait, do we have stats? Wait. No, we don't. Never mind.
No, we don't have stats.
No, we don't.
You're okay. We have tags.
No, I know. I had a moment of a crisis of brain.
I will do my other one, which is under my never satisfied logos, which is never stop. This feels like an appropriate time where I should back off and enjoy my victory, but no, I want more. And I'm going to take this as far as it'll go.
Okay.
Give me what I want. Oh, yeah, I got 12.
Yikes. Okay. So another tag for you to add on the, what was it, hunger thing that you've got?
Mm-hmm.
It's a negative tag. It's ravenous condition 2.
Hungry.
We just had egg rolls, though, Liam.
No, we didn't. I didn't. I had a wonderful, after my massage, I got a wonderful breakfast, and lunch is slowly approaching.
I just love the discordant nature.
I just love it's like he's kind of like wheeling and dealing. Blair just walked in casually.
So
just like hands in pockets, just walking in.
Blair, you're now kind of wandering around the carnival. What do you want to do? There's hardly anyone around. Most of the stalls are shut up. The power's off to all the rides.
Do I see anybody wandering that shouldn't be wandering in this sort of metaphysical plane of existence?
So you're going to look into the metaphysical plane of existence. Let me ask you for an investigate roll.
All right. Let's see.
Roll well.
Trying to think what I could use towards that. Could I use I couldn't use the perfect spatial awareness. Would that be another
Not
knowing where people
really
are?
in context.
Would that be another knowing where people are destined to be?
No, doesn't apply here either, for reasons you may find out in a moment.
Do the dead deserve another chance?
Same again, I'm afraid.
Okay. Okay, I feel that might be a flat roll then. $10?
10 is good. 10 is a success.
Okay.
That means that you only take a condition blinded by the void at 2.
Okay.
Which is good, because there were 5 levels of that coming your way at that point. And when you try to look into sort of the underworld echo of this place, there is a shrieking wind sucking everything inwards towards the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel in the underworld appears as a gigantic black hole. Its entire circumference is completely empty of all things. It's like looking into the abyss. It's what happens when you get to the end of the underworld and you don't know what goes on over that side.
Right.
And that's what you're looking into. The Ferris wheel is that. And that kind of distracts you a little bit from what's going on. But as you're watching, you do see a ghost kind of bounce past like a person caught in a hurricane and get sucked up into it, screaming as they go. And the second they hit the event horizon of that Ferris wheel, they're silenced.
It's a little worrisome. I'll kind of take a step back and see if my colleagues catch up with me. So I try and keep out of people's way if they're working still.
Okay, Oren and Nick, do you guys want to do anything? The kids wandered off. The detective and Liam have wandered in. Blair's nowhere to be seen. It's just the 3 of you guys left in the cab.
I think overall this is one of those situations where wanting to do more would work against Oren. Like they want to be figuring things out in this situation. So might be one of the situations where look to Nick and say, well, you wanted to skulk around last time. Maybe we could go in an alternative entrance.
Turn us on to mice.
I might be able to try something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm excited. What we want to try?
I've only done this accidentally before, but I can possibly put somebody in a time loop and then we could just pass them and they're oblivious that we off-fax them.
I'm liking this. We should definitely do that. Is there still someone at the gate? Yeah.
No, the kid's gone. Whatever Liam said, the kid kind of just went, shrugged, climbed out of the booth, let the detective walk past with Liam.
Oh, the detective's already inside.
Yeah, and just sort of wandered off into the city.
As someone who has worked at amusement places, I can definitely say that. I wish I could do that. That would be fantastic. Oh no, this customer was really tough for me. Fuck, I'll leave.
I think we could just walk in now. I think they left it open.
Oh,
fair enough.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is just a chain link fence at this point.
Oh shit, who has Blair's keys? It's fine.
I think Blair has Blair's keys.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Okay, I don't think anybody steals Blair's cab more than once anyway.
Like skeletal hands. Like, no.
They push the wrong button. They get lost in the underworld. I thought I was just turning my left blinker on.
So yeah, let's all go in, guys. Where wait, what should we do? I don't know. We're looking for this person, yeah?
Yep, the string is going that way. I point.
Well, at this point, the string is going directly towards the Ferris wheel and kind of.
Oh.
But it's
Is the
not.
Ferris-
It goes out towards the Ferris wheel and then kind of loops back around.
What?
Like it's being pulled towards the Ferris wheel, but it's still attached to you and to someone else.
Oh, right. Okay. Got it. Understood.
The Ferris wheel's off, isn't it?
Yes, the Ferris wheel is currently switched off.
Oh, we'll have to change that.
So is all of the rides. The booths are all shut up. They've got padlocks on them.
Okay. Let's just walk. Let's just go as fast as possible.
Yep, no
Right, well,
problem.
let's bounce around and see. Blair, you were the first one in. Where do you want to head? What do you want to do? The carnival is right by the side of the river. The roller coaster goes out over the river at several points. There's one of those drop rides where you get lifted up into the air and then they just drop you. There's a tunnel of love. There's all of the gimmicky sideshow things like that thing with the hammer that you hit that tells you how strong you are. All the rigged games in the world. There's a crazy golf course for some reason. Fortune teller, shut. Food vendors, shut. Strongman tent, shut.
Just imagine a tent with a padlock over it.
But yeah, I mean, some of these places are literally tents. So the fortune teller and the strongman are tents. The rides are shut, but they are just rides. You could still climb over barriers and things like that if you wanted to. The food vendors and the sideshow stalls will be trickier because they're the ones that are padlocked shut. Where do you think Blair's attention would be drawn?
Blair's still focused on that Ferris wheel, kind of looking forward, kind of that negative aspect of looking forward, never in reverse, kind of. It's kind of concerning, like everything has to deal with this in some way.
It kind of reminds you a little bit of Liam.
I'm not that personable with Liam, so
There's a strong sort of, yeah, I could jump vibe coming off of it. So the rest of you kind of catch up with Blair, just stood staring at this Ferris wheel in sort of wide-eyed amazement.
Blair, I think that the rope, the thread is leading towards the Ferris wheel.
not surprised.
Why? What are you? You've been staring. We've been walking up to you, and you've been staring for like a solid 2 minutes.
Yeah. So, have you ever seen a black hole?
Only on the internet
Think
and in Liam's soul.
and possibly a Nick's bank account.
I haven't
give
looked at
money
his
to
bank
those-
account, but probably
yeah.
accurate.
A lot of Nigerian princes need my help. I can't leave them behind.
So
Oh my goodness.
I kind of stepped into the other side a moment, and in the place of the Ferris wheel, if you could, it's almost like things are drawn there and don't return. Things like souls in the lake are just sucked in, and I don't think they're returning. It's quite concerning.
So do you think it's too dangerous to go in, or should... I don't know how to pull on the threads. I could try to see if I can maybe move someone towards us.
Perhaps. I don't trust the Ferris wheel enough to go there. But I'm not against making that leap, so to speak. She's sort of like, kind of like that, like she's speaking, like carrying conversation kind of in that daze, kind of like her attention's still drawn to it, but she's sort of making that side conversation.
Well, I'm gonna keep going.
I'm going to jump over to Liam for a sec. So the detective and Liam have kind of shortcutted their way across the carnival. You know, all these shows and rides and fun stuff that's shut. I don't know if I've mentioned that. And at the back, there's a little caravan park where you've got a set of trailers. They look like they've been there for a long time, like semi-permanent trailers. These things are wired in. There appears to be a very rudimentary sewage system connecting them to the river. Best not to think about. Probably not up to city ordinances. And they've all got like decorated doors to indicate who might be living inside. The detective is like stomping her way towards one that's got a picture of a top hat on.
Yeah, that's probably the right way. I'll follow her.
Though you are a little bit distracted by the one that's got a picture of two snakes on.
Oh. I'll take a picture and send it to my secretary. Just be like, put this in a folder. I'll look at it later.
So the detective knocks on the door. And there's no answer. So she knocks again, louder. And shouts out, "Police!" A tired voice from inside goes, What? You what? Hang on. What? Oh, just a minute. And the door opens.
I'm like looking at the time. Like, what time is it now?
Not long after lunchtime.
Oh my god, who wakes up lunchtime? He's just like shaking his head as he looks down at his watch.
People that work until 4 a.m.
I mean, Liam does too. Wake up at 7 a.m. All right.
And the door is open by this scrawny, pale-looking chap. He's quite tall. He's got sort of a ginger moustache and goatee beard. It looks like it's got some streaks of mascara in it. Heavy eye makeup on. Bare-chested, not a hair on it. And he's wearing this long sort of silk robe and has pulled on a pair of trousers, probably leather, but he's barefoot. And when he sees the detective and you stood there, he kind of blinks a little bit, reaches down next to the door and pulls on a top hat. He looks a little bit like Aerosmith guy, Steven Tyler. There we go. He's got that whole sort of traily scarf thing going on. Hello, officer. What's the matter? Has one of the lads been nicked or something? And she kind of looks at him and says, "You're the proprietor here?" I am indeed. That's me.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I need to see your license as well as ownership of this establishment. Are you leasing this, or do you fully own this?
He kind of does the Jedi mind trick at you, as you don't need to see my paperwork, Gov.
No, I do.
Oh, I was hoping that might work. Never mind. Well, all right.
Also, when did you move to the country?
Oh, mate, I've been here for years. This carnival goes back a ways. We've been here for a long time, Gov. Hang on. Aren't you that bloke off telly?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, right. Are you a policeman off the telly?
Huh?
Are you a policeman off the telly? Like Bergerac?
I like to take a personal look at the things occurring in my city.
Oh, all right then. There's a different bloke off telly. Either chief attorney bloke. Is that it?
Yeah, I was working in the DA's office for a while.
I'll tell you what, this is very rude of me, very rude. I'd say come in, but on second thoughts don't. I'll come out. Let me get my office. And he picks up a basket of paperwork that would probably make Oren cry if he saw it. And he comes out and he unfolds 2 folding chairs, sticks them on the... gets a 3rd folding chair, unfolds that, reaches back in, pulls out a bottle of whiskey. Coffee?
No.
It's not coffee. All right, yeah, well, hang on. Right, all right then, what can I do for you, Gov? Sorry, very rude of me. So sorry, officer. How may I help you on this day? My name is Rufus Alonso, and I am the ringmaster, although we don't have a ring, so I suppose I'm the carnival master. Let's go with ringmaster, it sounds better, and I've got nice coats for that. Anyway, what can I do you for?
Looking at the detective.
She's like,
Stepping on your territory.
I'm investigating some missing persons. Have you seen any of these people? And she brings out a couple of pictures on her phone. And he's kind of looking at him and goes, well, she's pretty. No, she's pretty at all. Not my type, but I can see. Wait, are you trying to set me up or something? No, I don't recognise any of them, but I'll have her number and her number, if you've got them. The detective's like, so you've not seen any of these women? Sorry, love, no. When do you mean? And while that conversation is ongoing, let's bounce over to Dahlia again, whose arsehole sense is going off.
It's like a constant thing now. It's just like, oh, God, stop. I get it. Someone's being an asshole.
The whole city is one.
Whenever
So-
she sees him on TV, she's just like, oh, that's why. Got it.
So this like merry-go-round thing is important, yes?
It's where the string's leading, and
Why don't we
Why
turn it
is it so-
on?
maybe we should find out what's inside first.
Well,
Okay.
As near as Nick can tell, it's metal spokes and some kind of mechanism.
I don't know what to do with that.
Looks like a regular old Ferris wheel to you.
Oh.
It's kind of only Blair who's seeing this giant black hole in the middle of the fairground.
Okay.
I know this is new to you, Dahlia. If you need help focusing, I can try my best to assist.
I mean, I see the string that's leading from me to the Ferris wheel, and then from the Ferris wheel to the detective, who I point in a general direction towards where the parked cars are, over there where I think Liam is.
There is
with her.
another direction it seems to be going as well, and it's heading around the Ferris wheel towards the river again.
But it's also going towards the river.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not sure of things, then I could go in first. I don't know if you know this very well, but I don't hurt easy.
I hurt very easy.
I mean, I know you've mentioned it before in our sessions, but I thought you were talking emotionally, but I guess physically makes sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go. It's fine. Everything's great. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. My gut's definitely not probably telling me this is a terrible idea. Is my gut telling me this is a terrible idea?
No, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not telling me it's a terrible idea.
It's not telling you it's a terrible idea. There's an element of trepidation there.
Well, if worse comes to worse, get behind me.
So we should turn this thing on, yeah?
Well, let's just like look inside of it first.
Okay.
And then, because once we turn it on, we're gonna draw attention.
Yeah.
To
I'll take up a strategic position on this seahorse, just for reasons that will...
I think that is a wonderful idea.
Okay, got it, yeah.
Very strategic.
Mm-hmm.
It's an odd place to have a seahorse on a Ferris wheel, but
It's
The seahorse is on the roundabout.
Oh. The Nick's in the wrong place entirely.
You can see the Ferris wheel from the seahorse.
Oh, did I say Ferris wheel? Oh, my apologies.
So, Dahlia, you follow this sort of second curve, and as you go around there, it sort of moves away from the Ferris wheel a little bit, and it looks like it's trailing off into the river. But when you get to the edge of the river and you look down, that thread goes into a pipe. Like a big old pipe. Big enough to crawl through.
Oh.
There's a pipe down there. The thread is going to the pipe.
Okay, so should we go down this pipe?
That's not comforting.
No, don't. Oh, no, don't put those thoughts in my head, Liam. No. I start going to climb down here.
Just to get a clearer picture, is this like one of those big pipes that like you could walk through?
Not quite walk. Crawl. Maybe even stoop if you were quite short. It smells bad.
But it's not filled with water, so you wouldn't like...
It's not filled with water, no.
You wouldn't drown if you crawled.
You wouldn't drown. There is a thin trickle of brackish water trickling out of the bottom of it, and there's some nasty-looking algae growing around the edge. And it kind of dribbles out into the river below.
So we need to go in this pipe, yeah?
That's where the string is leading.
Okay. Let's go.
Let Blair finish.
Laundry.
I just changed, but that's fine. It's okay. Do we all need to go in? I mean, I think I need to go in because I know where the string is going.
I mean, if someone needs to stand guard.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to go in alone.
Fair. Okay.
It's also not a good idea to leave Blair unsupervised by the Ferris wheel.
Also fair, random god in my head.
I'm just looking at Kawaifu's head there. I go,
how do I
turn
touch
it on? Okay, we'll leave Nick and Blair alone.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
We should definitely. Okay, the teacher, they're passing me notes. I'm not the bad student, I swear. I swear I'm not the bad student.
So I guess
Oh,
I'm
no.
handing off my duster to Nick since Nick is not going with us in this plan.
I'm not? Okay, cool. I don't mind.
All right, so who's going first then? Oren?
Yeah.
So you kind of climb down a ladder leading down to the edge of the river. There is a small landing almost. Some rusty iron loops that could have been used to tie up boats. And you kind of crawl into this tunnel. And it's dark, it's musty. It doesn't smell like a sewage tunnel, more like a sort of rain flow, storm drain kind of thing. And you climb in, and after a short while, you are able to stand up to a low stoop, and it squares off a little bit. And you're in a network of close tunnels. The water running down the middle here is about ankle deep, but if you stay on the sides, you can avoid it. There's bits of plant and the occasional rat sticking up out of the water.
Use my phone for light.
So I would like either or both of you to make an investigate roll. Or one of you can make a support roll for the other making an investigate roll.
I could probably, since Dahlia's focusing on the string, I could probably use my daily meditation to like help her focus.
Mm-hmm.
I will do whatever I need to do. Just tell me what to ring.
Okay, let me bounce that over then to Nick and Blair.
Hey, Blair. So, like, if a friend comes up to you and says that they're worried about, like, stuff, how's the best way to help them with that?
Blair kind of pauses, kind of looks away from the Ferris wheel finally. What sort of stuff?
I'm not entirely sure. The friend in question seemed concerned, but not like scared concerned, just like, this is life stuff concerned. And I was like, oh, okay. I definitely don't know how to help with this situation because I wasn't entirely sure what the situation is. I'm not helping this, am I?
Just be supportive?
A voice shouts out at the two of you. Hey! You can't be there!
It's a fuzz! Run!
It's a hugely tall, like 7 feet tall mountain wearing dark blue overalls and slippers. And he's got one of those spiky litter sticks.
Oh no, he's armed.
And a trash can. And he's been going around picking up like individual sweet wrappers and putting them into the bin. And he's seen you sitting on the roundabout and has shouted at you. What do you want to do?
Hey, what do we do? I'm feeling like running.
Should we go towards where Oren and Dahlia went?
Oh, that might lead them to him. Actually, yeah, let's not do that. Let's talk to him like reasonable adults. You can run if you want to, though. I'll say I was giving you drugs. That usually seems to distract people.
Hey you! You're not allowed on the rides.
Hello, sir.
You're not allowed on the rides when they're not.
We're not trying to get on the rides. We're just loitering.
Sir, you're on the seahorse.
Oh,
I'm loitering on the seahorse.
my bad. And she'll kind of hop off whatever one she was sitting on.
I forgot it's on now already. Well, what? Okay, yeah, no, I'm in the wrong here. I'll get off the seahorse.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay.
You're
How's
not
your
allowed
day
on the
going?
rides when they're switched off.
That's okay. How are you?
Who am I?
How
I'm
are
Mike.
you? Oh well, hi Mike. It's nice to meet you. I'm Nick. I don't know why we're shouting. We should probably get to a more like closer range where we can talk at an appropriate level.
This is just my voice.
I apologize. I'm the one shouting. That's on me. So yeah, hi Mitch. Mike. No, not Mitch, Mike. Hi Mike.
Hi, Nick.
So
Who's
yeah,
your
how's
friend?
day? Oh, that's looks over to Blair. What face is Blair making?
Blair looks confused, and I'm Blair. And then
She pretty.
Okay. So yeah, how's your day?
I'm not on a date. Don't come here on a date. It's a bad place to bring dates.
Oh, that really a carnival is a bad. I mean, I know it's a bit corny. Huh? Maybe I've been reading the wrong romance novels then. Anyway, so
Giant alligators.
what?
Giant alligators.
where?
In the sewers.
That's just an urban legend made up by giant pigeons.
Nuh-uh. I seed them.
Okay. Okay, so there's giant alligators in sewers, and that's why it's not safe to bring dates here, because presumably when the date goes to the bathroom because the date's not going well and they want to avoid them in the polite way, and this, they come back and say, oh, my friend still, so they phone. But in that interim between them leaving to pretend like they're on the phone call, the giant alligator eats them, and then the person that's on the date with them feels like they just ditched them, and that's why it's bad, because the alligator eats the person before the date concludes, so they think that they got stood up or left behind or abandoned.
I don't
Poor
know,
Mike.
mister.
Okay,
I'm collecting trash.
that's fair. I think I overthought that problem. So,
Don't think
giant
too much.
alligator.
It's bad.
Okay, so giant alligators, bad for dates. I'm not
It's a
seeing the correlation.
Generous mix of Keystone Cops in between two ferns.
So, okay, wait. So it's just the giant alligators, there's nothing else. Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
I think there's a monster in the dark tunnel.
Like, along with the giant alligators, or a giant alligator?
No,
Oh, okay.
a real monster.
Right. Do you have a description of this monster?
It's a dark tunnel.
Oh, the tunnel is the monster.
No, the tunnel is dark. I cannot see the monster.
Okay, no, that is a fair statement as well. Okay, right. So there's a monster in the tunnels, and that's probably in correlation to the failure of dates ending in success. Okay.
The tunnel of love.
Oh, yeah. Now that would.
I'm not
I mean,
allowed in
again,
there.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you would want to go in there unless you were in the ride. I can't imagine it's a very enjoyable experience if you're a worker. Probably lots of like rubbish to pick up. So we should check out the. No, we shouldn't check out the tunnel of love.
No, don't go in there.
Okay.
Okay, bye. And he just
Bye,
turns his back to you and walks off.
I mean, I think that's the longest conversation Nick has had with any NPC in this entire campaign so far. So I mean, that's
Ask them
gotta mean
out.
something. Okay.
This might be the person for you.
So
You
we
know
go
what?
to the
Yeah, who knows?
So we go to the tunnel of love.
Okay. Are we not? We want to sit on the seahorse when it goes round. Never mind. It's okay. Yeah, we can go to the tunnel, love. Should we? I mean, I didn't bring my shotgun, so if there's a monster in there, we're pretty much up to my potions and your general badassery. Oh, we should probably leave a note for them. Wait, let me just...
Don't text them.
No, it's all right. I'm not texting them. Okay.
Oh, you can't.
so-
Your phone blew up.
Yeah, no, he's taking out his notepad. We are checking out the Tunnel of Love because one of the workers said that it was at Flip's notepad, dangerous place, and was leading to a decline in successful Flip's notepad. Dates, full stop. If we don't come back, we've probably died. Flip's notepad. And it's probably not going to be great. I hope everything goes well. And I also hope that the rest of your day goes well. Flip's notepad, signed Nick. And then leaves the notepad there.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Bounce back to Mitch.
Yay!
So he invites you to sit down in one of these
No.
somewhat unpleasant
No.
plastic folding chairs. Fair enough,
No.
Gov. Do you mind if I sit down? Only I'm a little bit unstable on my feet till I've had a couple of cups of coffee.
Yeah, of course.
And he leans back into this chair. All right, fire away, Mrs. Detective. You haven't seen those girls? I couldn't tell you if I have, to be honest. I see hundreds of people every day. I don't memorise them all because that'd be a lot of people. Contrary to popular belief, not a lot of people run away to join the circus. Also, we're not a circus.
How do you receive payment here? No one uses cash anymore, so...
Well, I mean, you come with somewhere like this, you kind of do, don't you? You bring a
No.
couple of notes, maybe a handful of coins. Also, we've got an ATM.
Okay.
And don't tell the rubes, but 14% commission.
Okay. Any cameras?
What, on the ATM?
On the ATM? Anywhere here in the
Oh,
carnival?
there's people here with cameras every night. Cameras everywhere. Snappy snap, flashy flash, all that stuff.
What do you do for security?
Who's going to rob a place like this? This is a place of fun and entertainment and enjoyment. This is a place of joy and fellowship.
The picture you've painted so far is a location that is a nuisance to the safety and comfort of the citizens of this town. Not only
Gov,
do you not
no.
have the ability to provide people to use their cards in a safe fashion, ATMs are not safe, but you have no course of security, no way of forming a legal ground for any issues that might occur. This place doesn't feel...
It's fine. I can explain. it. It's all good. Right. Okay. Let me just check my staff manifest. And he starts rooting through this basket of loose paperwork. And he pulls out a document here. Right. Here we go. Kind of straightens it out a little bit. Okay. So, for security, we have 8 members of staff whose job it is to supervise and monitor the rides and environs at all times. In addition to which, I think you will find that very few people want to mess with Gripper Garner, our strongman. He's a fella of unsurpassing strength, you see. Bend a steel bar with his hands, he can. And once people have seen him, they tend not to want to mess, really.
What formal training has this individual done in terms of safety as well as bringing comfort to the citizens?
Oh, he's got
within
got a level 2 GMVQ.
All right. I'd like to see that documentation.
Yeah, well, that's probably in his trailer. So, yeah, all right. But I can have him sort that. I'll tell you what, Gov. Look, Detective, my house is your house. My carnival is your pomme de terre. Why don't you have a poke round to see if you can find anything suspicious while I have a nice chat with my good new friend here. And he kind of puts one arm around you and sort of staggers off. Let's go for a wander, shall we? You can tell me all about some positive suggestions I could put together to improve.
Is he putting his arm around me?
Yeah.
Oh, airstrike. No. Call secretary. Blow it to pieces. I will just take the arm and just...
All right. Sorry, I could be a little bit over familiar at times, especially first thing in the morning. But
it's not a good quality.
Let's take a wander, you and I, and we can discuss affairs, shall we say?
All right, detective, are you okay by yourself?
I'll be fine, sir. You do what you need to do, and actually having him out of the way will make my job easier and prevent me being brought up on charges.
Excellent. Well, here's my card. If you need anything.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, sir. Please lead the way.
So, he says, let me tell you a tale. I was born, you see, in the city of London. Not that long ago. I'm only 35. He is not 35. And he leads you off, weaving you a tale of tragic heartbreak and hardship growing up on the streets of a distant city.
Yeah, I'm going to just message my secretary his name and then get a picture of him without telling him anything. I'm just going to clip and then send it over and be like, I'd like the full story on him at your leisure.
He is a very, very compelling person. Remarkably so. This is the first time you've actually encountered someone who can be as compelling as you. You want to hate him. But as his story grows, you begin to empathize with him. Now, for me to be able to use a power on you, I am going to have to get you to face danger.
All right. Okay. The tags I want to poke are always on edge. Never back down.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Resist predictability.
This is not predictable, so the first two are okay.
Yeah, I think those two will work out fine.
Okay.
All right, come on, dice roller. You haven't let me down yet. 8.
Okay, so we're going to call this effect Sympathy for the Devil.
Rolling Stones trademark that. You can't use that.
Totally can. Hey, they let Guns N' Roses use it.
But it's Guns N' Roses. They get to do what they want.
That's true. So you got Sympathy for the Devil at level 3.
Don't like that.
Well,
actually, the devil might be helpful.
It's not the actual devil, it's this guy. And it's that Mick Jagger vibe that he's giving off. That Mick Jagger / Steven Tyler vibe that he's giving off. And his story sounds like a rags to riches version of your own, which is more riches to riches. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, in these underground tunnels full of overflow pipes, Oren and Dahlia, you're poking around.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do investigates yet? No. That was what we were about to do. Dahlia was about to do an investigate.
Okay.
I was assisting in that.
And you are assisted in so doing.
So I'm assuming I can still get reading the tapestry because it's still turned on.
Yes.
I've already used gut feeling. Truly wants to do good? I don't think I used
Truly
that one.
wants to do good can work here, yeah. I mean, you're braving a horrible dark tunnel under a spooky carnival looking for an ex-patient because you're concerned she might be in trouble. That's definitely wants to do good.
Okay. And then I also have can't get under my skin or calming demeanor.
I think we're limited to 2, aren't we, on tags? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
3.
I'm not
we
sure
can
how
go to 3.
assisting works.
We can go to 3. So, yeah, you can either use 3 tags or just take the assist so you don't have to use one of those tags.
Okay. I'll use I'm gonna use calming demeanor because can't get under my skin will probably come in handy later.
No, calming demeanor wouldn't work in context. Sorry,
Okay.
that'd be one that
That's
wouldn't.
fine.
But you can.
So I get +1 for help?
Yeah.
So that would be a 13 then.
Yowza. You come around the corner and you come face to face with Alice Bowen.
Alive?
Yeah, she's right there in front of you. And she looks startled in the light of your torch, and she hisses and runs away into the darkness.
Whoa, no, Alice.
Gone. Down the tunnel.
Fuck.
Are you going to give
That
chase?
That was her.
Yes.
Was that
Okay.
her?
If you're going to give chase, please face danger.
Only there was someone here who could turn you into a fast animal to catch up with her.
There is. Oren can do it to himself, pretty much.
Oh, Nick
Himself.
just wants to turn something into something else.
And I have a bullet, which is faster than any fast animals.
You're not
And I have a
shooting
cab.
the patient.
I'm not sure if I have
Oh.
anything that would assist in this particular facing of danger.
We're looking for sort of nimbleness in context.
No, I'm all
Thumbs.
strength.
Nick's just like, oh,
I
guess
have
everyone does-
just lucky.
I don't know though. Fueled by anger?
I don't know. I don't think that you're angry yet. You're.
It's fair.
I suppose you did get a text message from Nick, which is enough to set anyone off.
Yeah, that's true. I was also gonna say, like, it could be like a nobody hisses at Oren. Nobody hisses at Oren. Fuck you.
So I don't think Powered by Rage is the right one to go for.
That's just lucky, I guess.
Just Lucky.
or-
You could use Nikki's Just Lucky, or Nikki, do you want to use the Just Lucky to give chase?
Well, I don't know who's taking chase, so if we're both
Well, Oren
taking chase-
definitely is. Do you want to give chase
Yeah.
as well?
Yes.
Okay.
While also texting or calling Nick and being like, we're taking chase. We found her, but she ran away.
Okay, you're not
Well,
getting the
we're
dial
into the
tone
tunnel of
down here,
love.
unfortunately.
Damn it.
Well, and also Nick doesn't have a phone anymore.
Yeah. But go
Oh,
ahead and
then I
make
would've called
a face
anybody
danger
else.
roll then. Nikki at +1.
That is a 6 total.
Nikki?
I also got a 6.
Okay. Well, Oren leaps down the tunnel, or goes to leap down the tunnel, trips over something lying in the tunnel and lands face down. Running after him, you then fall over whatever it is that he fell over and him, and end up in a tangle of limbs on the floor. So you get the prone 2 tag. That's all you're going to get at this point.
Okay.
Get up.
And when you get up from the light of your torch, you can see that the thing you've fallen over is the body of Alice Bowen.
Fuck. Does the thing twang?
Yes, it does.
Fuck. You probably all, Blair and Nick, who are outside, probably hear a very loud scream at that point.
At which
Not
point,
like a shrill scream, like an angry scream.
We've headed to the tunnel of love at this point.
Yep.
So I know how close we are.
So, Nick and Blair are heading into the Tunnel of Love. Liam's going off for a chat with the Ringmaster. Oren and Dahlia are in the tunnels and have just happened across the freshly dead and bloodless body of Alice Bowen, and some of the blood peels off down the tunnel. You catch a glimpse of something red flash past you down the tunnel after the fleeing Alice Bowen. A little patch of the blood remaining, or no longer remaining in her body, chases off down the tunnel. And we will draw a little curtain over this evening's proceedings. Panning out of the sewers and up above the fair to the sound of Dahlia's rage scream. And the detective's like, hmm? But thank you very much for joining us this evening, and thank you very much to my players. You guys have faced innumerable hardships to be here this evening. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Okay, anybody want to say what they're up to this week? Let's start with Nikki.
Mitch.
Oh, well, Nikki says start with Mitch.
Yes.
Oh, what up? I'm Mitch. This week is Hype Week at Weave the Tale, so pop in and check things out. Other than that, Necrobatic will be going to the printer soon, and we should be at PAX Unplugged. So poke it, play with it, touch it, do the things, and vote for Liam.
Sin.
Yes, hello. I am Sin, Synthetic20, TTV on Twitch and Twitter. Not doing the Twitch right now, but I will be appearing in a Things from the Flood game tomorrow night on Lost Caravan RPG. It's going to be a follow-up to one that we did last month, so you get to see me play as a big old brick house person that plays some tackle football. And other than that, I have some TTRPG supplements that should be coming out soon. Follow me on Twitter for all of that information and to know when I come back to the weird world of Twitch and, send good vibes for all the medical stuff.
Excellent. I nearly said Blair then, but you're not that character anymore. Kawaifu.
Kawaifu. You can find me Twitch or Twitter, Kawaifu TV. I'm usually there mostly. I don't have anything planned on the Twitch side of things right now. I might in a couple months, depending. But other than that, I'm on Twitter and floating around Discord here and there.
Okie dokie. Nye, what you got?
I have a Twitter, but I don't really care about it, so don't worry about that. The only thing
tell us about $2 Creature Feature.
Yeah, it's $2 Creature Feature. We're not uploading the episode tomorrow, because it's on a 2-week basis, so that'll be next week. But yeah, you should check it out. It's the symbol for $2 Creature Feature, but it's not that on Twitter. It's the number 2, the word $, and then creature, and there's the @ symbol, or monkey face, as I've heard it called for people who don't speak English as a first language, at least Polish, because I have a Polish friend. Anyway, I don't know why I made that anecdote. It's probably because everyone's got cooler stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, here's this thing. Random trivia that's probably just anecdotal, and that one person was fucking with me. Okay, I'll stop talking now so Nikki can talk about cool stuff.
Okay. Nikki, hi.
Hi, I'm Nikki, aka Beholder to No One. You can find my episodes released Mondays and Thursdays, discussions, one-shots, and actual plays on Beholder to No One. Like Mitch said, this week is Hype Week, so tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, or 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we have an interview with Leland for our Somehow Human game. Tomorrow we have an interview with Taylor for our Sleepaway Camp at, I don't know what time that one's at. It's tomorrow evening, though. I think it's midnight, actually. Yeah, it's midnight Eastern tomorrow. And then it's 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern Wednesday, we are having a Jackbox night. Thursday we're taking off, but I will be on Wanderhome playing Wanderhome episode 3 on Chaotic Wonderful, so check that out there. And then Friday we'll be doing a 3:30 session 0 with Sleepaway, where Mitch and I both will be on Weave the Tale. And at 9 p.m. that night I will be on 2000 Tales role playing for our episode 2 of the second part of the season. And then Saturday, there's a Brancalonia game at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And finally, Sunday is a binge watch where we're going to watch episode 1 of all of the stuff from last season. So you can catch up for no reason whatsoever other than that's fun.
Cool beans.
Yeah, well, I'm in a lot of other stuff, but that's enough.
Over here on Garblag for the rest of the week, we've got some Coriolis tomorrow. Wednesday is, I believe, the finale of Once Upon a Time in the Old World, season 3, I want to say, but it might be 4 because I'm not very good at counting. Thursday, we've got some D&D. Alden is back running some more of his D&D game. And then Friday, we've got Aaron's Terrifying Blades in the Dark game, which we crawled out of semi-intact last week. In the meantime, in my tradition of trying to add a new little bit of City of Mist as we go through each session, there's a section in here called Geek Out During the Credits. So, Billy, has anybody burnt a power tag or marked attention on one of their themes? No?
I think I was supposed to when I did the finally got some answers. No, I was supposed to, mark attention on a theme for when I got finally some answers.
Okay, so Nikki, how
But
has
I
the
didn't.
crew grown this session?
Well, we learned a lot about a lot of different things. Growth in, I think, being willing to help everybody, and stepping out of our comfort zones to do things even though we're like, this is probably a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Kawaifu, which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session?
I would have to say Nick.
Okay. And do you think that was a positive influence or a negative influence?
It's
I
a
wouldn't
hard
say-
question.
Yeah, I wouldn't say negative.
Okay.
I'd say in a positive.
All right. Well, you
And
can add a point of help to your entry for Nick on your character.
Okay.
Then. Let's have a look. Mitch, which of your themes is under the most strain at the minute?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, probably surrounded by snakes, my turf. I feel like I truly am. I thrive around snakes, and for some reason, I have a friend who seems like a heart of gold, and another psychoanalyst who thinks they're good. I don't know, and it's just weird to have these nice people around me. So they're straining me because I'm not used to it.
Okay.
And
if that were to collapse, what new aspect would show up in its place?
turf good people, or I hang out with.
No, if you
good
lose,
people?
Logos, don't you have to take a mythos?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess it would be. Oh man, I don't know. Like that's a good question. Oh
All
my
right,
god,
well, have a think on it. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I can't let it. I think what this has taught me is I need to stay away from these people. This cannot collapse.
All right, Nye, any one of the three questions above that you think applies to you?
I was definitely paying attention.
How has the crew grown this session? Which character had the most meaningful interaction with yours? And which one of your themes is under the most strain?
I'll probably go for the second one. Because I feel like Dahlia's question to Nick actually threw him through a loop where he's like, whoa, I don't know how to do this kind of... I just make the jokes and everyone laughs at me. I'm not good with the whole trying to be an emotional support in that capacity and help people through those kind of questions. So I think
sounds to me like you might need to mark a hurt point for Dahlia on your character then.
I feel bad now.
But it's a confusion hurt. It's not like she's done you damage. It's more like she's thrown you into some inner turmoil.
What was the other one?
And Sid, how has the crew grown, or which of your themes is under the most strain?
Well, I think the biggest point of growth for Oren, at least, is trying to take a role almost as like a mystical, mentor for Dahlia, trying to help her in her journey.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
that's been the biggest thing.
Well, then we'll mark a point of attention on the crew theme, which we might have actually skipped at character creation.
we
So I'll have a
definitely
poke at that
yeah.
in the meantime, and then add some attention to it. But in the meantime, thank you very much, one and all, for playing games with me tonight. I will see you next week, except for those of you that I see before next week. It has, of course, been a pleasure and a privilege sharing this gaming evening with you. But from Garblag Games and me going to OBS, thank you very much and good night. I've still got the